So I don't have a catchy intro. I don't have no super smart creative saying that I'm gonna do before my videos. So I'll probably just jump right in on the topic. So the topic of the video today will be social media. And that's social media from my perspective, or social media from my previous experiences, right? So I know I'm gonna age myself in this video, but whatever. So the first form of social media that I really was familiar with was MySpace. MySpace was popping back when I was in school. You know, you could change your background and add the music to it and have the graphics going across and having those conversations with people about, well, why am I not in your top friends and all of that stuff. It was dope. MySpace was really trend setting, especially for teenagers, I guess, back in that time, to express themselves and to still be connected outside of the physical or face-to-face interactions. It was a really dope time. I wonder, does AOL chat rooms count as social media? I was heavy in those probably before I was supposed to be in there, but I don't think that counts as social media, so I'm not even going to talk about it too much. But anyway, MySpace was jumping. I was there when MySpace first started, so I was a part of the wave of excited people using it. Then I think after MySpace for me became Facebook. I remember when Facebook first came out, I believe it was my first year of college. And in order to have a Facebook page, you had to use your college email address. So everybody couldn't just be on Facebook. You know, you had to use your college email address, and I think it would show you other people who go to your school and whatever the case may be. And I remember using Facebook initially to meet people and, you know, hey, I'm Steve, I'm from Maryland, and, you know, I see you go here too, freshman, and, you know, hey, want to be friends, that kind of thing, right? So Facebook was fire back then, because it was a tight group. Everybody wasn't on it. Everybody didn't know what you were doing, and it wasn't really used to like broadcast all of your business. It was kind of like an exclusive club, right? So Facebook was fire, and, you know, Facebook now, it is where it is in the realms of life and, you know, accessibility, and, you know, everyone can have it and whatever. Facebook is what it is. Then the next thing for me that I became a user of was Twitter. So Twitter to me was a hub where I could just diary. It was really a stream of diary entries for me. And some of it was funny stuff, sad stuff, some stuff on my mind, creative stuff. You can go in there and troll. I remember on Twitter, I got into a back and forth with Kevin Durant, and I was so hyped. I was like, yo, KD, man, go back and forth with me. And at the end of him and I going back and forth, I'm like, yo, can you get me tickets to the game? And he, of course, would. Wow, I don't know you, bro. Like, he didn't respond to that, but that was the highlight of my Twitter usage, was the back and forth with Kevin Durant. Then from there, I actually jumped on Instagram, and I had no interest in getting an Instagram or Twitter actually, but I ended up getting Instagram because of a friend of mine was like, yo, you need an Instagram. They were also the one who told me I needed a Twitter. So I believe they actually set up my Twitter and my Instagram for me. It was like, hey, here's your username, here's your password. I set it up for you, you can change it. So I'm like, all right, now I have an Instagram. I don't know how to use it. Followers, I don't care about having followers. What do I put on here? And it took me a while, I think, to get used to using Instagram, and I don't think I've really gotten the hang of how to use it. I just dibble and dabble here and there with it and posting pictures, and I don't do too much scrolling and all that stuff. Instagram is cool. People use Instagram and social media in general to, I guess, you know, for business. I'm all for it. Do your thing. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. There are some people who use Instagram and all of social media to just broadcast what's going on in their life in its entirety. And some things belong on social media, some things don't. But who am I to determine what should go on social media? I've also been one who has shared too much on social media. I've been the guy who've had back and forth subtweets and quarrels and arguments and disagreements on social media with people who I cared about at the time, and it was messy and ugly and all of those things, right? So that's just a quick, brief overview of my history of social media and where I started to where I'm at now. So currently, I don't think anyone uses MySpace, but I don't know. Do your thing, go off. So I have a Facebook and Instagram now. They're cool. If you are connected with me on either one of those platforms, it's more than likely we went to school together, went to church together. We, have mutual friends. We might have met each other once and was like, yo, let's connect on social media. I don't know. I'm not sure. So social media is a gift and a curse, as I mentioned. Some people use it for great things. Some people use it for things that aren't so good. For myself, I really want to use social media as a way to encourage and motivate people, to encourage you to continue to fight. Every day there's an issue. Every day there's something, and it could be the same thing from the day before, from years past, but every day is an opportunity to get better and to take the steps towards overcoming whatever is going on in our life. So I would love to encourage anyone who has access to me via these platforms to keep fighting, keep pushing, don't give up. When I post a picture or a video, I don't intend for it to be a way to flaunt or brag or anything, whether it's a picture of me on vacation or a picture of me working out. I'm not trying to show off anything, because I know it was hard getting there. It was hard maintaining that right there. It was hard to even get up out of bed and do that workout. It was hard taking that trip or working the hours or whatever the case may be. None of it was easy. None of it. And I think what I could do a better job of is, I don't know if I should explain that, or I don't know how to explain that to someone. Like, yo, what you see, it's not easy.